just because, 2 years ago, Jimmy takes them to the Super Bowl. They've got a monster defense. Atlanta, Matt Ryan's not really the issue. They got other things to address, and obviously Cincinnati's not going to take a quarterback. So if they are absolutely in love with like Kyle Pitts or one of those receivers, and they think that one piece is going to help them, get back to where they need to be, then they don't want to take the chance that Atlanta or Cincy takes their guy. So maybe, it makes sense to trade up to 3 for somebody other than a quarterback.
Well, Aaron, let me just ask you this question here. And I promise you it may sound like a way too personal question, but I'm going to bring it all home eventually.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's the most unwashed piece of clothing that you have, that you own right now, literally, in the life of Aaron in Oshkosh, Wisconsin? What is the most unwashed piece of clothing that you currently own?
I wear I drive food delivery 15 hours a day, and I wear the same sweatshirt to work pretty much every day.
Okay, so you got a little bit of the Del Tufo in you. Let's take that sweatshirt.
Yeah.
If the 49ers on draft night choose a player other than a quarterback, I want you to send that piece of clothing to me.
Okay.
And I will eat it. I will consume it on the Rich Eisen Show the following Monday.
Gotcha.
That's how sure I am that the 49ers are drafting a quarterback 3rd overall, and that they did not trade all of that draft capital up for a player to support James Garoppolo. That's how confident I am.
I'm glad I called today because I was planning on doing laundry tomorrow, so now I won't wash
There you go. Hey,
don't wash it. Don't wash it.
This is what we call a win-win.
Put it on
Aaron,
right now.
Okay? That's how sure I am.
Marinate it.
Call back.
Go mow the lawn.
Let's keep
do
that.
something.
This
Work
is
out.
what we call, or what Bill Pito used to call back in the day, a developing situation. My colleague from ESPN. There is no way. Plus, Kyle Shanahan in the most honest press conference of the history of honesty and press conferences basically said that this is a quarterback coming and that Garoppolo gives them the best chance to win this year, and there's no reason to give him up when somebody who's coming in needs to have the room in which to develop. And Garoppolo affords the team that, unless there's somebody who wants to send something their way that helps the team greatly, Garoppolo's going to stay. I mean, he couldn't have been more honest about that situation. And he said that if it was a free agent who they had acquired at the position, then Garoppolo would be gone, because if free agent's coming in, you're already investing a ton of capital, actual literal capital, to this quarterback who would be installed as the starter on the spot because you've already spent that much money in free agency for that player. I mean, he couldn't have been more honest. It is not Kyle Pitts coming. It is not Jamar Chase coming. It is somebody who throws a football for a living, not named Trevor Lawrence and presumably Zach Wilson. That's who's coming, and that's why it's surprising that no matter if Justin Fields throws at his second pro day as well as his first, if Mac Jones will show up at the draft, because I believe he is one of the players who has agreed to show up at the draft.
Yeah, I did see
and
that.
if there is like some sort of setup where they walk, like a lake effect sort of thing, and he actually walks on water to accept the 49ers jersey, and then there's Trey Lance as well. Every single one of them will be like, there will be somebody out there, because there's always somebody, to say, really, they gave up all of that draft capital for this guy. And then it won't matter if that guy shows up and wins and is attached at the hip with Shanahan and John Lynch and the 49ers for many years to come, and they put another trophy in the case next to Montana's and Young's. Won't matter. Won't be sitting here saying, oh, remember how much they gave up to go get him? Won't matter. If it doesn't work out, it'll be all about, boy, that didn't work out, and look how far it set them back. That's those are the two ways this is going to go. But you don't use all of that to go up and get a tight end or wide receiver. And I say that regardless of how talented the tight end or wide receiver may be. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.